Hello everyone, and welcome to Stress Management. Before we begin, it's helpful to have paper and pen for note-taking. What we've identified is a 5-step process that will really help you get a handle on managing your stress. Step number 1, identify your individual stressors. We have 3 individual categories of stressors, and if you separate these things, it really helps you to get a better overall understanding of where the bulk of your stress may be coming from. The first category is responsibilities. These are the things on your to-do list. Do you need to do chores at home? Do you need to pay bills? Do you need to go to work? The next category is relationships. These are the people in your life that you have regular, ongoing interaction with. Your spouse or your dating partner, your children, siblings, parents, co-workers, neighbors, etc. The third category is your body. What is going on with you physically? Are you tired? Do you have any illnesses or injuries that you're dealing with? These are things that you're going to need to focus on moving forward. When we get into our vehicle, we have a destination. The reason we are in the vehicle is to reach that destination. These can be likened to destinations. Step number 2, after you've identified your individual stressors, identify what requirement each of that stressor has for you. For example, if it's my responsibility to sweep the floor, the requirement is to get up from where I am, go find the broom, and sweep the floor until that's complete. If I have a coworker who's depending on me to perform a certain work function at my job, the requirement of me is to wake up in the morning, go to my job, and do that work. If I have a knee injury, what might be required of me is to wrap that knee injury, take some pain medication, and maybe even ice that injury afterwards moving forward. We get into our vehicle because we have a destination, but before we leave, we identify a route that we're going to take. The better we understand the route that we're going to take, the more likely we are to be successful in reaching our destination. Step number 3, for each stressor and its associated requirement, using a value system, identify how much stress that requirement causes you. I'm a numbers person. I like to use numbers. So for example, if it's my responsibility to sweep the floor, the requirement is for me to get up and get that broom and sweep until it's complete. But this is something that I do pretty regularly. That might not stress me very much, so I might give that a stress value of 1. If the coworker is a difficult person to work with, and I have to do this task with that coworker, I might assign that a stress value of 4. It really stresses me to work with this person. If the knee injury and the associated medical care I'm providing for myself limits my mobility and it hurts right now, I might assign that a stress value of 4. The individual stressors and their requirements and their associated stress levels are really helpful in understanding how much stress you are under. We get into our vehicle because we have a destination. Before we leave, we've identified a route. Once we begin our journey, we press the gas pedal associated with the amount of speed we need to reach to move forward at an appropriate pace to reach our destination. Step 4, after we've identified the stress level, we identify how much lingering stress we may have left after we've completed our task. For example, if it's a responsibility of mine to sweep the floor, I know that I need to get up from where I am and go and sweep that floor until done. Stress value of 1. Once I'm done sweeping the floor, I don't feel any stress. So there would be no lingering stress there. If the difficult coworker and the requirement to work with that person causes me a stress value of 4, and then on my way home, I'm still thinking about the stressful day that I had, there might be a residual stress value of 2. It's this lingering stress that can cause us problems over the long term, because what happens with our bodies is that we hold on to that stressful energy, and unless we make a decision to do something to combat that, then the energy oftentimes doesn't go away on its own. If this knee injury I have and the required medical care that I'm providing to myself causes me a stress value of 4, and now I have to, at home, suffer with limited mobility, there may be even more lingering stress than what's caused from the medical care. I really want to go outside and play basketball with my son, but I can't do that because of this injury. I may have a 4 stress value from providing care for myself. I may have a 5 lingering stress value because I'm thinking about what I can't do as long as I have this injury. We get into our vehicle because we have a destination. We've identified the route that we're going to take, and we modulate our speed while we're traveling along our destination. When we take our foot off of the gas pedal, how fast are we still going? If there are obstacles in front of us, we really need to press that brake pedal quickly to keep from crashing. It's the lingering stress that leads people to feeling stressed out, because that stressful energy hangs on them, and that limits their ability to deal with any additional stressors that they may have moving forward. Once I've identified all of the individual stressors that have lingering stress values, that gives me a total idea of how much lingering stress I may have. Step 5, I need to identify some things that I can do for joy. The total number of things that I do for joy and the total value of joy that I get from doing those things needs to outweigh the total amount of lingering stress I have. For example, using the sweep the floor responsibility, I need to get up and sweep the floor until I'm finished. Stress value of 1, 0 lingering stress. The relationship with the coworker, I need to work with that person. Stress value of 4, I'm still thinking about it later. Lingering stress value of 3. So far I have a lingering stress value of 3. Knee injury, I need to provide myself with some medical care. The stress of doing that, but now I'm thinking about all of the things that I can't do as long as I have this knee injury. I give that a lingering stress value of 5. If I combine that with the lingering stress from the difficult coworker, I now have a lingering stress value of 8. Again, you can use whatever value system works best for you, whether it be colors or shapes, symbols, etc. What things can I do that bring me joy? What makes me laugh? What makes me feel relaxed? Who are the people in my life whose presence make me feel better? Do I have any pets that I enjoy playing with? I need to identify on a regular basis things that I can do for myself that bring me joy. So if here I have a value of 8, here my value needs to equal 8 or higher to completely combat the negative effects of lingering stress. So for example, I listen to my favorite song and I assign that a value of 2. I walk my dog and I assign that a value of 2. I'm now at 4. I speak with my best friend on the phone, I assign that a value of 5. So I now have a value of 9. My joy value of 9 outweighs my lingering stress value of 8. Congratulations, I've just been successful in managing my stress. I only reach success when my joy takes over lingering stress. You only reach your destination when you've gotten here and parked your vehicle and you're able to step out successful in reaching that destination. I'm Charles. I hope you get some value from this. Stop by and see us next time.